Hello, you are welcome to You Can Make It. This is Simon Asamanta and David Callistus and Master Israel with me in the studio this afternoon. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Thank you very much. You are welcome. And thank God for coming. Today, you know, the house is enlarged. It's good to come and share thoughts. You know, success, like we always say in this program, is a progressive realization of the goal that you have set. Now, somebody's success might not be your success, doesn't need to be your success, but once you set a goal, you want to achieve your goal, that is success to you. Now, and we come to say you can make it. But today we are going to be looking at hindrances that come on the way to success. These are the stumbling blocks. If you see yourself doing some of the things we are going to be sharing with you today, these things can be a stopper. And we want you to succeed. That is why we are giving you this information that is a guaranteed transformation if you withdraw from them. Because if you don't do it, you can't eat the fruit of the land. So you need to put these things away and focus on your goal. And you can make it. Hello, Callistus.
Yes,
let's go with number one today.
All right. So number one on the list today we have gambling. And it's quite funny. I mean, gambling. I mean,
yeah.
it has become an in thing, you know, amongst the youth, you know, of this generation. And I wonder why. Is it laziness, or is it that they don't have focus for life, or is it that they don't have they're not ambitious to be something better than just becoming, you know, gamblers? You know, and you know, gambling in the West, it's a big, I mean, it's a big thing, you know. But let us see what it's really is. It says gambling has become a big thing among people, especially the youth who want to get quick money. So maybe that's the motive.
Yeah,
that is what motivates people to gamble. Yeah, they want to just do it, you know, that fast one, that quick one. I put my 2 million and I get back 4 years, 500 million, you know, and all that. So it's just the idea that people think that instead of going out there to work, I mean, sitting and thinking and getting up good ideas to becoming what they want to be, to achieve, I mean, great feats in life, they just want to just get quick money, fast money, put in 2 million and get 4 million within 2-3 minutes. But life is not like that. Success is not like that. Success has a process, like you always say, that success and life are under construction. Yeah. Every day you build, every day you add a block, every day you add something. That is what success is. So a hindrance to success in life is to gamble. And funny enough, it's not only money that we gamble. Sometimes we won't gamble our lives. We gamble our time, especially time. See, a lazy man who doesn't know what to do with his time, he's simply gambling his time with what? With laziness. And anybody who gambles with time, they say time is money. Yeah. All right. So if you really want to gamble, if you really want to get quick money, why not gamble your time? Invest your time in something that will be a worthwhile thing for you, so that money can come to you.
Wow, that's exciting. You know, talking about gambling, I know what you have to say concerning about what we are discussing about gambling. Yes.
I think because of our generation, the quest to get money quick, like was stated earlier, and I believe that when you gamble, you're going to be eating your future today. So when you gamble, because you're trying to, money will always come if you pursue value. So, but when you want to chase the money and not the value, you will eat your future today. So by the time you get to your future, there's nothing to hold on to because you have eaten your future. Wow. So gambling will always prevent success, because success is a journey, not a destination. So I believe gambling will definitely hinder you from achieving many great things in life.
Wow, it's very important. Now read what you were talking about.
Yeah. So gambling has become a big thing among people, especially the youths who want to get quick money, or it is okay. They want to even double the little that they have. So it is seen as the fastest investment strategy. I wonder if that is true.
Yeah, yes, that's what they see.
That's what they think.
Yeah,
okay,
they think that because somebody will come and tell you, oh, I put 10,000 and I have 200,000
in just one day. Yes,
in just one day. So it's the fastest. In fact, even a farmer does not plant corn and reap.
And reap just the next day. Yes.
But if it becomes like that, let's go.
All right. So So, but unfortunately, for those who are out there, who play, I mean, who gamble on sports betting and other forms of gambling, and who have been in the game for quite a long time, they would agree that the negative effects of gambling outweighs the positives.
Yes.
They lose a lot of money than they actually gain.
Yeah.
They lose a lot of money than they actually get. Like my brother who said earlier, that it's the future that you are putting into that place. And once you put your future there, it goes just in a sweep.
Yeah.
And so when you get to that future, you don't have anything to hold on. You don't have anything to live with. You don't even have any life to live with. So with this fact, you can see that there are more losers than winners in the lottery business.
Yes, there are more.
Why the lottery business choice? I mean, why that choice? Why are you choosing to go on lottery? Why are you choosing to gamble? Why not sit down and think of what you can do? What can better your life? I mean, something good that you can walk in your hand. All right. If you have stolen before, somewhere it is said, steal no more, but do that which is good. Walk the walk which is good with your hands. Yeah. All right. So labor, there is dignity in labor. Investment, you can invest in so many other things apart from gambling, apart from football betting. All right. So if you live your life to gambling, then you may never make it. That's why we're here today, and we're saying that you can make it. So leave gambling and look for something you can do with your hands. Look for something you can do with your mind. Look for something that you can do with the whole of your being.
And that's the reason why the rich get richer, the poor get poor. Now it's very important for you to know that the rich work for their money. For his money, he believed the effect of the wise business, doing business, but why the poor believe in luck. Listen, I always say in this program, lucky was not lucky enough, he died. So you can't survive luck. Life is not based on luck. Life is based on sowing and reaping, seed time and harvest. What you do with your time becomes your harvest in the future. If you put your life on luck, you might not be lucky enough to be alive. Many years ago, we did a study on this, this lottery in the house. I did a study. We found out that people that win this lottery always go back to where they were,
2 years
because
level,
they never planned for it. Now God has designed this planet on principle, and that principle is growth. It takes you grow your plants. You don't throw mango on the ground and get it the next day. No, you grow everything, and everything has life within itself, and it has the capacity to produce. The more you focus on your business, the better you become. Don't gamble with your life. And a lot of people bet themselves, bet a lot of things. Some bet their cars, some bet their properties. Listen to me. You know, there was a day I entered into a shopping mall, and I saw a lot of young boys in one room. And I was wondering, what are they doing here? They were just playing betting, gambling. And you see, the gamblers, they know what they are doing. They will take from 200, then reward one.
Yes.
Now, what happened to the rest 200? So God never intended for us to live our life by gambling. Now, these are the impediments on your way to succeed in life. So if you gamble, you may not succeed. And if you think you have succeeded, you will lose it, because it's a law. The way you get a thing, that is how you sustain it. It's a law of life. However you get a thing, if you steal to get, you steal to keep. If you gamble to get, you gamble to keep. If you lie to get, you lie to keep. If you work to get, you work to keep. If you believe to get, you believe to keep. However you get a thing, that's the strength of the life of that thing. So we are saying to you today, you can make it, but drop gambling out of it. Do you have something to contribute?
For me, there's something I always say is, if you go to your future, you will return. But if you grow there, you will stay.
That's wow.
That's
So
if you go to your future,
you grow into your
future, you will stay.
You will stay.
Because you understand the process and the strategies that took you there.
Yeah.
But if you just go there, you will return. return.
You'll return.
Because if a man starts a journey and doesn't know the way to the destination,
Of
he will
course,
always find a way back.
Of course,
But when
yes.
he knows the position, the bus stop and everything, no matter this, if he falls, he will always
He
come
will,
back.
yes, get
So
back,
that is why
yes.
when you fall 7 times, you can
Yes,
rise
you
up
can
on
rise
the
up,
8th
yes,
because
so
you've
that's
understood
yes,
the process.
Wow. It's very important. We are saying to you, on you can make it. You don't need to gamble. You don't have to gamble. Start planting today, and you will be shocked what will happen. Just like what my brother said. He said, if you run or
To
have
your
if
future,
you
go
yes,
to-
if
if
you
you
go
go
to your future,
yes,
You would return.
then
you
you will
will
return.
definitely return back.
Yes.
But if you grow into it, it's for example now, look at me. I didn't run to my future. I didn't just become what I am today.
It was a
because
process.
it was a
You
process.
went through.
It takes time,
Yes.
it takes months, it takes years, and we are here today. Now, if anybody would just come and go and paint his hair white and want to be an old man like a lot of young people do these days, it does not make you an old person. So it's very important. Don't run into your future, and just grow into that future, and you will be blessed. Let's take the next one. We'll be looking at this thing, the hindrances to stopping you from making it. The next one we'll talk about.
All right. So the next one here on the list is showing off. Show off. I call it ostentatiousness. All right. Yeah, people just want to show off, even when they don't have. In fact, some people even borrow sometimes to show off. You know, those things.
There was this thing I saw on social media one time. A lady went, it was over on television. He went and used somebody's house
Yes.
and snapped the picture and was sharing testimony that God has blessed her
Oh, my
in the house.
goodness.
And the owner of the house was in China.
Oh my goodness.
The guy heard that they posted his house. He went inside the place, took picture, and sent the house. So this guy now was saying, "This is my house." The guy saw it, and somebody was sharing. The guy had to come back from China and make the girl confess, put it back on social media that the house does not belong to her, and she was not ashamed. Listen to me. Who is pursuing you? And you see, the people you actually want to show off to are not really looking at you.
Yes, they're not looking.
You don't show. Let's go. Let's look
All
at
right.
it.
So we said that the idea of wealth is not by how much you have to show off with, but how much you have in excess to live your life from dream to dream. All right. Now, the poor have a delusional idea of wealth, as they think that buying of really expensive clothing, jewelry, chains, and other material things make them rich, or as it were, make them look rich. Just make them look rich. So some people just want to look rich. All right. So they may not have a need of those jewelries, you know, but just because they just want people to see that they are rich, so they buy off those things. And once they do that, they go back to zero level. How can they make it with that kind of life?
It's like somebody going to buy liability.
Yes.
Instead of using what he has for assets.
Access.
And he now begin to buy liability because he want to show. Yes, you also need to say something.
Well, I think the mindset of showing off it would always put you in a very bad position. Because when you're trying to make an impression on people,
Yes.
you're trying to make people see you as what you are
What you
not.
are
No.
And one thing that we need to understand is people will always relate to you based on how you present yourself.
Yes.
So that mindset of saying first impression matters, where you go to borrow, and then I had a friend one time, he was going to get a job, and then fortunately for him, his father gave him a car, and he drove the car to the workplace.
To the work.
And I said that was foolishness.
Of course.
Because if somebody wanted to help you there at your workplace, would believe that you are comfortable.
You are comfortable.
Because the people that are coming for the people interviewing, you don't even have a car.
In
But
the
then
first
you are
place,
driving a car
yes,
to park beside the
Yes.
MD's car. And I said
Yes.
that was foolishness. So it just making people approach you that way will put you in a very bad position.
Yes.
Because the things that you seem to have, but you don't have them. So it's like a facade. And
Yes.
facade, when you are doing in a building construction, at the end of the day, it is what is real that stays.
That stays,
The
yes,
facade,
not
the
the facade,
bamboo
it goes
stick,
up,
you take
yes.
all those things
Yes,
out.
the,
It will take time,
yeah.
but it will always go out.
Goes,
So trying
yes.
to live up, showing up, and making people see you for what you are not, Given time, it will fade away, and the embarrassment is worth more than the impression you were trying
You know,
to
as I
make.
say that, I was thinking that your friend, sometimes eventually they don't even get the job.
No, they usually don't get the
Yes,
job.
because the interviewer who doesn't have a car, you have a car. I mean, he's going to think that when you come, you're going to take his position.
Exactly. You look more
You
comfortable
look
than
more
him.
comfortable than him, so you don't need the
You know,
job.
somebody along the line might
You know.
even be watching and say, what are these people talking about? Because is it because they don't have it? The truth is this. The truth is this. What is bigger than the elephant? If somebody uses elephants as a set trap, what is bigger than the elephant in the bush? The truth is that what we are saying is that, listen, don't use what you don't have to
for
try
what you're
to
looking-
get
yes,
what you
want.
looking for. You don't have it. Use what you know. Many years ago, there was this program I was doing. Then I don't like to borrow, but on this fateful day, I went to get. That was when I was just starting up. Besides, that was 1994. I went to get an amplifier from somewhere. I borrow amplifier. I borrow speaker. We're having a program. Then I even borrowed the technician that want to fix it. Everything was borrowed. Do you know that when I got to my place, I told the technician, okay, go and change your dress and wear another dress so that we can go for the program. You know what the guy told me with all the dirty dress here, trousers the guy was wearing? He told me that this is what I have. Wow. That taught me a great lesson.
A great lesson, yeah.
The guy uses what he has.
Yes.
Then I now ask
Wisdom.
myself,
Yes.
what do
you have?
You borrow everything, so you don't even have anything. So with that lesson I learned from that young man that day, I went to my house, I packed most of my clothes and I gave it to him. From that time till now, I borrow nothing. Whatever you see with me is mine.
It's yours.
No need to borrow. You know, borrow will prevent God from helping you. Borrow will prevent your fellow men. If you are borrowing to show off will stop you from fulfilling destiny. It's very important. I want to go ahead and read what is there.
Okay, so the rich, on the other hand, understands that what you wear doesn't really matter as long as they are comfortable and clean in them, and shouldn't take a huge percentage of your income as investment opportunity. Okay, so this might fly around at any moment. After all, people do not really think of what you wear as much as you think they do. All right, so it's not what you wear that says who you are. It's not what you wear that suggests what you have in your bank account. It is who you really are. It's what you have done.
Your value.
Yes, it is, yes, your value.
bring
And
to
the
the
substance,
table.
yes, that you are.
Just for example, as we are here now, when people leave the studio, all of a sudden you see Dangote and wearing jeans and face cap and t-shirt.
Yes.
Does it make him a broke person?
No, it does
Will you
not.
now refer to him as that? I think there are a lot of people, and if you are there, a lot of people go take picture, you snap, you want to show, oh, I just want to show God's goodness with somebody else's vehicle. What is good about that? So, but all you are just trying to make an impression so that the other person on the other side will begin to curse the day he was born and
Yes.
think that he's suffering. But
Yeah.
actually, you are the real person that is suffering. And you don't need to, you know, one of the things that make us lose sight of who we are or how God has blessed us in this life is that we tend to judge other people's success to judge our success.
Yes.
We are not going to the same destination.
Of course.
So your success should not be the reason why I should have sleepless nights.
Yes.
And a lot of time you need to stop this showing up because it has the ability to eat up your life and it will make you to lose interest in the written that would have been able to help your life and bring you to fulfillment that God has originally had for you. You can make it if only you can value what you have and express what you have. Give expression to that which you have. You find out that you will succeed. And I want to let you know what is yours. For example, growth is not painful. When you grow from the inside,
it's not painful. You don't even know.
You don't know when you grow.
don't even feel
so
it.
also it is. In this life journey, you will get there. You will make it. You will succeed. You will have all that God has designed for you to be. Don't give up. Don't go on show up. Don't go gambling. Go sow seeds. Wait for your harvest. Do it. That's just the way it is. You can sleep and have a good sleep. You will make progress. You will become that which God has ordained you to be. Don't give up. Don't go looking, and the next one we're looking at, the next one you're looking at says, don't put yourself into debt. Borrowing. You know, it has the capacity to kill you, give you hypertension. You know, there are ways, there are things you borrow for. For example, many years ago. I've been saying it. Don't borrow to eat. Don't borrow to make people believe that you are what you are not. Don't borrow to show off. But if you have a business deal and you know that it's 100% sure,
you can
then you
borrow
go
to invest
to borrow,
into it.
and when you borrow, you invest, and when that time comes, you return back with the interest and take your profit. That is good borrowing. So there, when we talk about borrowing, there's a bad borrowing, there's a good borrowing. So if you are listening to us, borrowing to eat is not a good one. Borrow to buy a car is not a good one. But if you borrow to buy a house, that's a good one. Because actually you are no longer paying rent, and at the end of the day, it increases. Don't borrow to get liability, borrow to invest. That investment can take care of whatever it is. So we are talking about the negative impact that hinder progress, that make you not to succeed. And we are looking at borrowing as one of those negative impacts. I would want to call this negative borrowing, that to acquire liabilities. You can go ahead.
All right. So we're saying, please don't go into debts. Okay. Okay. So a rich person avoids debts at all costs, as he knows that paying back with huge interest is like robbery to him.
Yes.
All right. So, like we said, if you are going to, if you're going to go into debt because you want to make certain kind of investment, first of all, it's okay. When the returns come, you can, scoop out your interest years and But if you want to go into debt because you want to make somebody happy,
like for example, you borrow to marry.
Marry.
Many years ago, there was this marriage that was going on. The guy went to borrow, and the person that he borrowed from asked me to follow him to go and draw the money. While the guy was busy dancing, they were throwing money for him. Me and the guy were seated, and when they finished, we went after the money.
Yes, so that you can pay back.
And he was not able to pay back. And instead of what would have brought joy to him, became sadness.
Oh my goodness.
I want somebody to tell me, God forbid. Say, I forbid
it. I forbid it.
I forbid it. You borrow to impress people.
Oh my
that
goodness.
On your wedding.
Oh my goodness.
How can you borrow to?
No.
How can you borrow for wedding? For what? That is wickedness in low places.
No. Yes.
You don't need to borrow for wedding. Borrow. And a lot of people also borrow to do child naming ceremony.
Yes.
You want to name your child? Come on now. How much did you pay before God gave you that child? Why should I borrow to do? You don't need to. Just name your child and go home. And I believe that's why, you see, some people even borrow. I remember there was one time a man sent a list of the things he want to do for a child birthday. Yes. Somebody even borrowed to go and do a child birthday.
That's not right.
Those are the things that you should do.
Those are hindrances.
Borrow to do a child naming ceremony. Borrow to do a child this thing. You are fighting over that. No. Why not just, if you don't have money, why not just wait? And when that child grow up, tell the child I was not able to celebrate your birthday. And when he's 20 years, give him 5 million and I said, this is all I kept. After some time, I was able to gather that. Or your birthday, I did not celebrate. And see whether that child will not be happy. That's it. I mean, your father can say, I did not celebrate your birthday. So I was not able to celebrate your birthday. This is 2 million and check. Take for all the birthday. What are you talking about? That's a good birthday party.
Yes.
So you don't need to borrow. All of this, the borrow for wedding is wickedness against your destiny. Borrow for child naming is wrong.
What about borrowing to buy a car?
Yeah, even borrow for burial.
Just,
you are doing double losses.
Oh,
your father died, you have to borrow money so that you can bury double losses. You lost your father, and just bury him. If the man that died had no money in his account to bury himself, if you don't have, bury him the way it is. As a man, this is how they said, as you lay on bed,
so you're going to lie.
So what's your problem?
Yes.
Why are you entering into these are the things that hinder your success? And you see, there's no devil here. We are going to go tell you witches from your village. No, nobody. You are the one doing yourself. These are hindrances that makes you not to succeed.
Okay. Yeah, so we're saying that please don't stay in debt. If you must borrow to make anything, be sure that it's going to be an investment,
positive borrowing.
Positive borrowing that will accrue, to you. Like I was talking about car. How can you borrow to buy a car, and that car, instead of putting some change into, your pocket, every day you buy fuel. say, you know, like you said before, some things that you borrow to keep, you have to keep borrowing to maintain it.
Definitely.
Yeah, because you have to drive the car, so you need fuel. So you have to go and borrow, and you know, I know some people are even very, very funny. You borrow to buy a car. Why not put that car into business? I mean, there's Uber in town, that's taxified or something. Yeah, so if you want to pose around that you have a car, no problem. In fact, if you go around the streets, you will see a lot of fine boys in fine cars. If you ask them, eventually those cars are business cars. They're not really their private cars. They are doing things, you know, getting the car to get back money for them. So don't be in debt because you want to show off, like we said earlier. Don't be in debt. I mean, don't borrow to put into something, yes, that will not give you value. Yes, that will not, yes, you know, that will not give you value. Even if you want to buy car, why not look for your level? So people will borrow very huge money because they want to buy a particular car that is the reigning, yes, a particular brand. That
and you know the funny thing, when people tell me that they are buying something that is raining, I'm only sorry for them because they don't have umbrella. They don't even have the umbrella to contain the rain. When the rain starts falling, it beats you seriously.
It's even the mindset because of the social media age.
Yes,
where everything is on Instagram. And what people don't understand is most of the cars you see that people take pictures with, some of those cars are leased.
Yes, they are leased.
They are on loan.
Yes.
Some people pay car mortgage for the next 15 years of their life.
Wow.
In the West, you can go and get the car.
Of course, yes.
Just go get the car. As long as you are legal, you are 18 plus, you can get the car. But you'll be paying a certain amount of money for at least the next 20 years. Wow. If you try to put yourself collecting debt so you can sponsor a trend, you will get to find out that trends don't last.
Yes.
That's why it's called a trend. Something else will always come. Yes. If you borrow to buy an iPhone 11, by the time you are done buying it, immediately you are paying iPhone 12 is coming out.
It's coming out.
So you when you use debt,
because
the day they launch, the next one is coming out. So debt puts you at a place of servanthood. It puts you at a place of even when you can't sleep well, you can't think well.
Yes.
Nothing works for you when you are in debt.
Yes.
Everything seems to eat out of you.
Yes.
You are not productive in debt. So it's why if you are going to borrow, at least I think it was a preacher that said when you want to borrow from bank, borrow the kind of money that will cost when you sneeze, the bank comes to check on your health because they know that you have their investment. So those kind of borrowing, you know, you are using it for a particular cause, like you said, that is bringing back value.
You know, value. And you know, you know, it's the Bible that says that the borrower
is a slave,
becomes a slave to
lender.
So it brings embarrassment. I mean, no peace of mind. I mean, you are owing somebody on your street just three doors away from your door. You have to open your door every morning to check whether the person is out or not before you pass. Otherwise, the person will call you.
Now, it's very important. Even as we talk about that, we also look at our nation. Now, those are leaders. Stop borrowing. Borrowing does not make a nation. Use what you have. Anybody, just like it's not good for an individual, it's not good for a nation. There are many nations in this world that their rights have been trampled upon because they borrow from so-called whoever they are borrowing from. So it's very important that we use what you have. Nations that have succeeded shut their relationship with outside other nations to develop what they have. A man cannot vomit what he has not eaten. So it's very important for you to know. Borrowing does not make you. You can't borrow and become rich. You don't borrow to riches. You work to acquire and to become what you want to be in life. Listen to me. You must also learn to delay gratification. No matter what it is you see today, the difference between me and you is time. So take your time. It's not an insult. It simply means it's an instruction. Take your time. Until you see you again in our next edition, this is Simon Asemota and Israel Asemota and David Callisto saying, God bless you. You can make it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.